Hey YouTube viewers, Yankee Blue here. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm posting a gameplay from earlier today. I wasn't initially going to, but this turned out to be a really interesting game, so we're going to post it for you guys and give you guys a little commentary while the game's going on. So we're running our 3-4 scheme on defense, and then we're running the trips tight end out of the Seattle offensive playbook on offense. Right now we're coming out in defense. I'm just coming out in the 3-4 odd, the cover 4. I'm not trying to set up my blitz or anything like that. I'm sliding up my safeties because I want them to play better in the run. And there you go. My opponent comes out in a power run formation, some sort of counter. So I'm a little bit worried right now because he's coming out in heavy sets. I haven't faced this yet in MUT. And right now my team's holding up. That 3-4 odd is holding up right now. I'm gonna have to stop there so you can see the strong power there. Now he comes out in a compressed set here. And I've got good coverage, and he finally finds a receiver underneath. And zone of post was the play that he ran. Looks like he's in the Arizona playbook. Again, he's coming out in a heavy front here. On 4th and inches, I went ahead and I brought my safeties up and blitzed all my linebackers out of the cover 4 because I just had a feeling that he was going to go for an inside run. So we've got the ball now on the opponent's 39-yard line, and we're just going to come out in our base offense here. We're going to start running it and see what kind of defense our opponent has. Here we're set up. It looks like he's in some kind of nickel. And here, I'm just bringing the motion across the formation. And we're going to run the ball and see how we do. We get a nice big run. Probably, if I wasn't turboing, probably would have had a little bit better control for the hole. Might have scored a touchdown. So he's showing cover 9, show 2 right there. So zone defense. Right now there's nobody in the box. Let me bring my receiver over again. This time we're going to go with the sail concept. I'm going to see how his defense handles this, and we've got that throw. I kind of lob it there on accident, and so we only get a 2-yard completion there. So here we're going to verticals here. He's doing a lot of zone. I want to see if I can take advantage of it. It looks like a cover 3. It is. And you just got to trust that throw. When you see a cover 3, there it is, the cover 3 blitz for sure. And throw to that slot receiver on that verticals play. Here I'm just going to try a play to score in the end zone. This is that scat play. And it's man coverage. He does a good job. He brings his user up. Kind of a close play there. Could have been a turnover. So here we're coming out, and I'm just going to run the X under. I'm going to go ahead and bring Hogan over. Let's see what kind of coverage he shows me here in the red zone. Here it's zone again. I got that table route to the running back Cohen for a touchdown. So scored on our drive. On defense again, see what kind of formation our opponent comes out in. Gun formation here. We're still in the cover 4. We're just kind of sitting back. We want to see, and that's a good read by him. He's got like a deep in route or a post. Not sails, so he ran sails on us. And here's that heavy set again, so I'm worried about a big run play here. We bottled it up pretty good. Not too bad there. So here we are, 2nd and 5. He's coming out in a spread set here. And then he hits us again with the deep post. That's kind of my responsibility as the user. And I bailed out, and I really shouldn't have. And again, he's showing that spread set. And we get a pick right there. So I switched to a cover 3. Because I felt like he was throwing a lot of post and deep ends, and I wanted to try to take that away with one of my safeties dropping into a yellow. So I made that adjustment, and we immediately got the pick. here we are. We've got a short field here. And then we're just going to run that sail concept on the right-hand side here. Yeah, this looks like man here. It is. Ill-advised throw there. It looks like he's got pretty good players on his team. That man, if he keeps playing cover 1 and cover 2 man, it's going to be kind of tough. It's going to be kind of tough for me. So here we are. We're running the sail again here. I feel like he's in zone. He is. And there we just can't hold on to the ball. We made the right read, but we just couldn't hold on. So I'm gonna hit him with verticals again. And bring my motion over this so that way he can't tell. Here we are again. And he does a really good job with his user there. He starts off covering Ingram, my tight end, on that short crossing route, and I kind of wait him out. He actually jumped from that to that vertical post route by Beasley. And here we're just going to run the sail again here. He's been giving me the flat pretty consistently. And we're going to have it again. He got over there that time. Unfortunately, Cohen, I need to upgrade my running back. I need somebody that catches better out of the backfield, but here we're going to verticals again. I've had a lot of luck with it. I feel like I'm mixing it up well enough that he's going to have to worry about a lot of things here. That's kind of the great thing about this team. So here he bails out completely and goes after that tight end route, and it frees up Beasley. So that's kind of knowing your reads and paying attention to what your opponent's doing on defense. So instead of jumping the other route, he's stuck with the tight end that time because I waited him out last time, and I think he thought that that I only had one read on that play. And there we go, we get pressure. So he comes out in a 5 wide, and that kind of messes me up because I'm in 3-4 odd, and I really don't have the personnel to match up with the 5 wide. So I jump into a dollar set and come with the buck slant because I know I can get pressure. It's very easy. It's basically just come out on that play and you're going to get pressure. So there he comes out in a run formation, and I was still in the dollar, which was bad. And here he's in a bunch set, and there we get that pressure with Will Buck 3 press. That's from the video of the 3-4 blitz, the scheme. I sent that pressure there because I really feel like he's waiting for deeper routes. He's not hitting the flats and things like that, so I feel like I'm a little bit safer sending pressure, and I think it's the best thing to do against his opponent. So he's going for a 4th and 14. I'm going to send the pressure again here, and I get him because he's waiting for those deep routes to develop, and I have those covered. So here we are. It's a short field again. Got a little under 2 minutes here. We're at 14-0. Pretty comfortable right now. And we get a terrible situation. So go to run the ball. My thought was to kind of like run the clock down and then probably at worst case scenario kick a field goal, but unfortunately my opponent had other plans. You know, fumbles happen. It was a good play by him. So the momentum's kind of changed here. Now he's running a 2-minute offense, and I got to try to stop him. And I'm not doing a good job right now. And it looks like I just made a really bad mental mistake there. So I sent pressure when I really shouldn't have. I didn't have the coverage behind it, and he burned me. So now it's only a 1-score game. I could have been up 3 possessions, and so we're back at it here and try to make a drive, get down the field so we can score some points, keep this at least a 2-possession game. And here I haven't really seen this defense from him. It looks like it's man. It is. So we get Ingram on those crossing routes from the vertical. I'm hurrying him up here because I want him to stay in that. I'm going to crossers, PA crossers for the first time. I just want to try to see if he's in man, see if I can try to burn him for a deeper route. Then I'm going to attack the flat as well, just see how disciplined he is on defense. He's giving up that flat again. I'll take the yardage off of that, so we're at the 42 now. So here I'm going to change it up. I'm going to come my tight end in play. This is just a little different because he has shown me a lot of cover 3 and then also man, and I feel like I can beat man out of this. So here it just messes up my reads. It's some sort of zone. So cover 3 sky. I mean, he just kind of floated into all the areas that I wanted to throw to. So here I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to set up the flood on the left-hand side instead of constantly going to the right here. I'm going to try to see if I can get something going here. Looks like he's sending pressure off that left side. I'm going to get throw. The ball's batted up. And he gets a user pick, batted ball. So he's got 14 points now. Just, you know, he got this possession off of a fumble, kind of a freak thing, and then to have that freak play happen. So now I'm pretty frustrated here because my opponent's come back from a 14-0 deficit. It was a bad read by me. I shouldn't have made that throw, but even still, like, these are just things that you can't really control when you play Madden. Like, things like this are going to happen. You kind of got to just try to stick it out there. You know, I'm having a lot of luck with verticals right now, just because the way that he's playing his defense. It's giving me an opportunity to get some deep plays on him. And now here, I'm running stick, just setting up his freak, because I feel like with all the zone that he's running and stuff like that, this should be something that I can run to the left side of the field. We go here, got the slant, and now, so this is super frustrating now. I'm not gonna lie, when I was playing this game, I actually paused it for about 20 seconds because it was just super frustrating. At this point, I feel like the game's really getting away from me on some really fluky things. Like, that was a weird interception animation. Then he gets that catch right there, deep ball. His guy just outruns my guys. His team, he's got some players and some cards on there that are definitely better than mine. I'm not sure what his overall team ranking is, but I can tell by the players he has in there. His team's much more loaded than mine is. And I think that's coming out in some of the outcomes of the plays here, like the picks and the fumble and stuff like that. So there, I'm not really sending pressure there, but we managed to get somebody through. I'm kind of sticking with the cover 3 here. He's coming out into a lot of here. This looks like a split close kind of situation here. And good completion by him. And we're in trouble here. He's marching down the field trying to score before the half. If he scores here, it's pretty bad to give up 21 unanswered here when we had 2 or 3 possessions of our own. And he gets the touchdown. So just the first half right now is just, it's a fail. It's an epic fail right now. This game is completely out of control, kind of wild. The turn of events here, the momentum, I really feel at this point like, you know, I'm pretty frustrated and I feel like I'm going to lose this game. But I'm only 1 score down, and I'm starting to focus and say, you know what, I feel like I can beat this opponent. I'm making the right reads, just that things aren't falling my way. So I'm kind of trying to get back in the rhythm of my offense here. You know, sometimes when this stuff happens, you tend to, at least me anyways, when things start to go like this and, you know, freak things that you can't really control start happening, the person's not really outplaying you so much as getting, you know, getting plays and wild opportunities off of things. It can be really frustrating, and you can kind of feel like, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. Every play, it kind of makes you gun shy here, but I'm sticking with my scheme, you know, and there, you know, he's going to a 0 blitz there, trying to send some pressure on me. You know, that's kind of what I've been waiting for running that verticals, because if he does that, I'm going to get somebody open on those crossers here. So we scored the touchdown to tie. I almost threw a pick there. That was a bad read on my part. And I actually got a user pick to get the ball back over here close in the 3rd quarter here. My goal is really to try to score, to come up here, make a throw. A rare bad throw by my GOAT Brady. Thought I saw some there. It was a good read, just a bad throw. Here we're in X under again. I'm switching over to verticals. I'm probably using this play a little bit too much at this point. So here I'm doing the motion again, just showing him the same thing, so he's never really sure until the play starts what it could be. Here I've got the crossers. He gets some pressure. Yeah, the overstrong bridge, so probably should have blocked my running back there, so kind of frustrating. So it's 4th and 17 now. At this point, yeah, I got to try to take the points. I don't know if my kicker has the leg to make this or not. I don't have the greatest kicker. I did buy a kicker, but yeah, it was relatively, I mean, kickers are going for a lot right now, but it was the one that I could afford that was an upgrade from what I had. And here, I just shanked it. Like, it was really close. Probably would have made it if it was a little bit more straight on, but I missed. So now we're kind of in a bad situation. That's a tough situation to be in. Things are just not going my way in this game. Now I got to make a stop. Like, it's really critical right now. I have to get a stop here. He's running all over me right now. I know his mindset is probably the same as mine. He wants to just bleed the clock as much as possible while still getting first downs. So here, he runs a screen. Pretty good play call because I've been playing a lot of zone against him, especially with the blitzes. So here again, I'm sending pressure because I don't want him to sit back there and throw deep routes. There, I get lucky. He doesn't complete that one. Things kind of working out a little bit better for me right now. I'm sending pressure again. I want to make sure that he's not comfortable in the pocket. He's looking for these deep routes. So I'm just trying to take it away. And he throws a deep one there, and I get really lucky. His receiver drops the ball there. So here we are. He went for it on 4th down. Now we have the ball. He punted it, and he made a really good punt. We're stuck on the 3-yard line. I know he's bringing pressure, so I've got that quick out to my running back there from the crossers. I get way more yards than I need. That's fine. We'll take it. And now we're going into the 4th quarter here. We're driving down the field. I just knew, like, I set that play up immediately. Being in that position, in that part of the field, I want to get out of there as fast as possible because the chances of him picking up 2 and then me having to kick back to him, I mean, that's pretty much game over for me. So here we are again. I'm going to run the ball a little bit here. I don't think he's really expecting it that much, but I want to just keep him honest. I have time. He's showing that cover 1 again. Here we're just coming out X under. We're going to run that flood to the right hand side, that sail concept. Here he's giving me that flat, and I'm just going to continue to take it until he shows me to take it away. Here again, just running the ball and then getting a huge chunk of yards. You know, that's kind of the situation here that my opponent has to be kind of, I'm sure he's okay giving up some yards with the run, but I'm going to gouge him because I'm going to run this clock down. I mean, I want to score a touchdown, but I don't want to leave him any time. He's been making some big plays on offense, some big throws, and I just don't want to put him in a position to even tie the game. I want to run this clock down, get a field goal, and get out of here. Because this game's been crazy with the turnovers. Anything could happen. Like, really, 14 of the points that my opponent has really, you know, came off of kind of fluky things. So he's kind of playing. The game looks closer than it really is, off of just some miscues and, like I said, just kind of freaky things that happen during the game. So it's making it really entertaining. It's making it a nail biter for sure. But I'm gonna do the smart thing here. I'm gonna run this clock down as much as I can. Obviously, my priority is to get close enough because I don't have that great of a kicker. I have to get it as close to field goal range as I can to make sure that it's just an easy kick for me. And ideally, I'd like to try to bleed him of his timeouts before I make that kick. That way, he can't ice me, call a timeout, and then, you know, cause me to, you know, mess up my kick. So that's kind of the plan right now. Here, I switched it up. So I've been running that flood concept to the right-hand side, and I've been streaking Hogan that time. I streaked the tight end that's on that deep corner route. I streaked him and then ran a slant with Hogan. And Hogan got pressed, but then he got out of it, and it was good timing. I think my opponent's user was all over that table route finally, and I kind of felt like that was the best thing to do. If I throw that slant, there isn't going to be anybody there to stop it, and I was right. So here again, I'm just trying to bleed clock. Like, I'm pretty close now. I'd like to get closer in field goal range, and here I'm just running the ball again. And right here is pretty much a chip in, so he's starting a timeout now because he realizes what I'm doing, and I'm not going to shy away from it. Like, at this point, I'm pretty much ready to sell out on not even trying to go for the touchdown. Just make sure that I use up all of his timeouts and leave him with no time. Here, I think that I'm thinking about taking a shot. Yeah, verticals. I just want to see if maybe I can get a touchdown out of this. He's been giving up plays against this the entire game. And here, I mean, just good play by his linebacker. That wasn't really a user play. That was just that zone dropped right where it needed to. Made a good read. It covered it out, cleared it out and I thought I had Beasley for sure there, but that zone dropped back. So he got really lucky there. That was probably could have been a touchdown. Here now, I'm 3rd and 7. I mean, I'm trying to get a first down because I still, a minute 15 in Madden time is way too much time. So here, I'm running that stick concept over there. I get the slant underneath. And there we go. I mean, this is perfect. 2-yard line. I can punch it in possibly, and he's calling timeout again. I'm going to make sure that he uses his time. But right here, I'm definitely debating on taking a shot in the end zone. A turnover here is catastrophic. That's the only thing. Like, I'm in the spot now. I can win this game with a field goal. He's only got one timeout left. And here I just run the ball, and I know that he's more than prepared for that. Yeah, Sam blitz. I mean, but that's all right. And I'm gonna let this clock run down. He's not calling his timeout. He's trying to save it. And see, this is a situation where you need to be a smart player because this guy's hoping that I'm gonna make a mental error, and that maybe I'm gonna throw it a couple times and try to get a touchdown. And he's worst case scenario, he's hoping for at least just incompletion so that the clock stops. And then then it's 4th, and I have to take a field goal, and he's still got time. And here he realizes I'm running the ball. He's going to call the timeout. Here it's 3rd and goal. I know what my game plan is. I know what I need to do. I'm not going to put him in a situation. He has no timeouts now. He can't freeze me on the kick. And I'm in position to make it to win the game. So I'm not going to make a mistake here. It's not worth it. So here I'm just letting the clock run down. I decided to take a shot at the end zone. I don't think that was the best thing that I could have done. I just thought maybe he was assuming that my strategy was that I was going to run it in, so I decided to take one more shot. It works out in my benefit. I take the sack, but in all honesty, that's not the best thing that I could have done. I should have stuck to my strategy because who knows, he could have got a strip fumble or something like that. But here, I let the clock run down 3 seconds. I'm going to kick the field goal to win the game. So that's pretty much the gameplay, guys. I mean, you guys saw the strategy that I had in place. And the whole point is being able to beat zone and man on offense. So that's the scene, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you take things away from the video. Make sure you're watching it. Kind of check out some of the adjustments and the setups I do for the plays. But alright guys, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Yankee Blue, and we'll see you next time.